Good evening. I'd like to call the June 17th Ashland Board of Health meeting to order. The first thing on our agenda is citizen participation. Do I have anybody for citizen participation? All right, none being said. Just give me a minute. So the first thing on our agenda is Kru Kanya variance request for sushi preparation. Are they anybody here from that agency?
If I see Rosie is here, she's the
I'm here.
owner.
Yeah. Raj, do you want to take it from here?
Yes, sir. So they have applied for the variance, right, for doing the sushi. Sushi is a specialized process, right? So they use raw fish. That's why they're in front of the board for the variance. Me and Tom have reviewed their application. They have a HACCP in place. HACCP is the Hazard Analysis Critical Control Point. It's used for specialized process like sushi. So we have all of the documents from them at this point. And I guess it was in 2013 they had a sushi permit last time. When they have opened the restaurant. And Rosie, give me 1 minute. Yes. And I guess if board have any questions for them, feel free, please.
I have a question for you, Raj. Did we get a copy of the actual variance request? Because I'm not sure what is the variance for exactly.
Dr. J, so any process like this, right? The specialized process, it need to be granted variance by the board according to the code. As I mentioned, it's a specialized process. Like raw fish is used in the sushis, right? So it has to be approved by the board according to the food code.
Okay, so what would we be waiving exactly?
We are just giving them variance for sushi preparation,
Just for, okay, got it. Okay, got it. That was my only question.
Absolutely.
And Raj, do you or Tom, you have no concerns?
Chief, we did had an inspection before that, so and that was one reason it took us a little time, given Kruk and Ja have, they've been doing okay on the inspections, but they have started farmers market. They was at the farmers market this time, and then they started maybe 6 months back or so. They have started the breakfast and all that. So we did an inspection before just because of that, But the inspection was good, So we should be okay at this point to give them the variance, from our side.
So Raj, if we do give them the variance, will that trigger like an additional inspection by Tom?
If the inspections are same, we do at least two inspections by week, by month, like by yearly, right? So every 6 months or so we do an inspection. But like in case there are concerns, we can do more. That's allowed, right? Only other thing is with our fee schedule, which has $50 fee, additional fee every year for the variance. Any establishment that have a variance that permit as Shaw's, we have one at Hantos, right? So we have a couple of variances that's already in place, and we charge them $50 extra every year. That's the variance fee.
Okay, but right now the restaurant is not doing sushi, correct?
That is correct. So, but once if they are granted variance by the board, then only they'll be able to start. Yes, right now they are not.
Maurice, do you have any questions?
So there's no inspection once we approve it. It's just every 6 months.
No, Mr. Morris, we can do a, what we call as, operational inspection, with whatever time, once they get going, we can do inspection within a week, 10 days, or, within a month, but we recently did an inspection just to make sure things are in place. But yes, we call them operational inspections, given this is a new item for them, right? So we can see, just to check out, what's going on. If everything is well, we can do an operational inspection. And You are right. We should do one, so just to make
Right.
sure things are in place, so we'll schedule one of those once if they are granted permit by the board, variance by the board.
Would this be a one-time operational inspection, Raj, or would you recommend that it's on an ongoing basis at some regular interval?
Just one time, this inspection and then our routine inspections,
Okay, and at what point, if we grant the variance tonight, when would we require that operational inspection?
We will schedule it within 2 weeks, I guess, so.
Okay.
Or whatever board recommends, if you have anything,
Well, since it's new and they're gonna be, I mean,
whatever you
I'd like to
recommend,
see,
if.
I mean, if the board is, I'd like to see an inspection within 30 days. And then the additional unannounced inspections like we do with all of our facilities.
Absolutely. And the one we're gonna do, within 30 days will be unannounced too, we're not gonna announce it.
Right.
So we will go in and check if things are in place, so absolutely.
Right. So I'll make a motion that we approve the variance with an additional inspection unannounced within 30 days. And then the additional regular unannounced inspections like we do with all of our restaurants.
Second.
Any further discussion or questions?
Not specifically to this, but just in general, I'd just ask that going forward, if we could get a formal request for variances, like a written request would be good just to formalize it. But I don't have any other concerns, Ed.
Dr. J will make sure, any other request that comes through the board, we have a letter to it, so.
Okay.
Sure,
Thanks.
yeah. Thank you.
All right, so we have a motion and a second, all approved, all in agreement, sorry.
Aye.
Aye, okay, so that's unanimous. All right.
Rosie, thank you.
Rosie, congratulations, good luck.
Okay, thank you so much. Have a good day.
You're welcome.
You as well.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
So the next thing on the agenda is the health director's report.
Thank you, Chief. So first with the Central Mass Mosquito Control Program, that's up and running. Again, the residents of Ashland can request any mosquito spraying according to the schedule from the program. And only other update, it just came to me just a hour or so back, right, that we have our first West Nile mosquito sample positive, and it was in Shrewsbury, Mass. So it just came. So the season is starting. So again, now this is a mosquito sample that's positive, not a human or animal case. But looks like the season is starting now. Other than that, so we have all 4 of our pools inspected and granted permit for the season. The new pool at Asher, and then our 3 pools, Chestnut Place, Ceres, and Lanterns. With the food establishments, Mom's Taste that was at Hanto, we have no update from the owner since the suspension of the permit, from a month or so back. So if I hear anything, I'll update the board. With the Cementina Magica Daycare, the owner from the last meeting have provided us with copies of her food safety manager certificate as well as the allergen, so that's a good thing. But I'm still waiting for the permit application or the plan review application to grant them permit. So we are working with them on that. With the housing case is at 137 Pond Street, I had a voicemail from the elder brother, William Nasius, yesterday. But before that, so the property closed end of last month. So the property have a new owner now. But yesterday I had a voicemail from William Nasius, who is the elder brother, right, that he wanted access to the property to retrieve some of his belongings. I forward that voicemail to the receiver, Mr. Cotter, who's an attorney, right, and also copied Assistant Attorney General on it. I did get a response from Mr. Cotter saying that he'll reach out to the case manager of Mr. Nasius, William Nasius, as well as he will leave it to the new owner and the case manager, how they want to deal with giving him access, to the property to retrieve his belongings. So I'll keep the board posted once I have more updates. The case at 139 John Hancock, as well as 10 Hunting Hill Lane, both are re-inspected and the cases are closed. With the OpenGov permitting software, we was all set with the permitting part of our food permit application. Last week, they have provided us an updated inspectional software that Tom was also present on that meeting. So we will be testing it dummyly, right? Like we'll be dummy testing the inspectional software. Once we are ready with that, we'll give the team heads up to go live for our permitting and inspections on OpenGov. That's the new software. 2 weeks back, the building department have started on it already. So they are doing okay with the inspection software, and eventually all of the town departments will go on this software. With the disease investigation, we had one salmonella case last time we met. That was closed. We picked up another case of salmonella that is closed now. And then we are working on another Hep A case that we picked up a couple of days back. I was part of the 2 trainings. That one of them was a hurricane readiness training that I attended at Regis College in Weston on June 4th. And I did another training today at Needham Health Department. And other than that, we attended the open house at Ashland Senior Center on June 12th that we have a table from Board of Health. And I'm open for any questions from the board now.
Raj, I have one question for you on the pools. I know we get them, some of them with the lifeguard things and things like that. Do you do any additional inspections throughout the summer, like to make sure safety things are in compliance?
So Chief, usually, right, this is the inspection we do when we do it, but like back in Watertown, we used to do one, spot check, given if they're maintaining the records, they're doing at least 4 testings, right, like in a day whenever the pool is open. So yes, we can do, spot checks just to make sure, that
I really think we should, Raj, but really even checking for the safety equipment, making sure the phone works, things like that. The gates are locked properly, especially where Asher is now coming online. Is that something you could do without stretching you too thin?
No, but Chief, one inspection, I guess we should be able to accommodate, during the seasons, and I'll keep the board updated, when I do that. But yes, I mean, we should definitely, given the staffing, but that's thing. But I mean, I guess I should be able to run one inspection on each of the pools,
Okay, that'd be great. Thanks, Raj.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Anybody else have anything for Raj?
Thank you.
Okay. So the next thing on our agenda and then is the consent agenda. Review and approve the fiscal year 2025 year-to-date budget report.
Are
Sorry,
we,
not so late. Yeah.
oh, yeah, were you talking about the minutes, Laura?
Yeah, if you didn't have time to review it, then we can just table it. No, it's so late.
Okay.
Well, why don't we table it, but I'll just make a comment,
Sure.
Laura, let me just open it up, because I did look at it.
Sure.
So there's just either an error or a typo, but in the herbicide section, in the first paragraph, like the last sentence of the first paragraph in that section says the herbicide has a path life of 30 days, should be half-life.
Oh, a what life?
Half-life.
Half-life.
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
That's all I had.
I'll update that and
Okay.
we can have it on the next meeting.
Otherwise, I can make the motion to accept the consent agenda,
Okay.
the budgets.
And I'll second it. Any additional discussion? Okay, all in favor? Aye.
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 That's unanimous, Laura.
And that was just for the budgets, right?
Correct.
Okay. Thank you.
Next thing on our agenda is discuss future agenda items. Raj, do you have anything for now that,
No, Chief, you know, so.
okay. And we were gonna, what do people want to do about the board reorganization Barbara was unable to make tonight? Should we move forward with that?
I'd be fine with that. Sounds like we're fine keeping it as is. So you're chair, I'd be vice chair. We keep it like that.
Okay, anybody have any concerns, questions? No. David, Maurice? So we need to do vote on that. So I'll make a motion that we keep the board organization the way it is, me as the chair and Jay as the vice chair. Do I have so I made the motion.
I believe I'm
Okay.
also the clerk.
Oh, that's right. That's right, Dave. Yeah, you're the clerk.
That's important.
Yeah.
Someone seconded. I heard that.
Okay. So did someone second it?
Yes, I second that.
Okay. Any further discussion? All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Great. Thank you. All right. Raj, did you want to talk about the July and August, what the plans are for that for meetings?
So Chief, I guess we are like 2 weeks away, right? From the July, it'll fall on July 1st, actually, right? If we go to that, but I can be in touch, you know, if the board want to move it, you know.
Yeah. Raj, why don't you get in touch with me like we did with this meeting? And again, everyone, the reason we had this meeting was the restaurant really needed that variance approved. Raj, why don't we just touch base maybe right after the 4th of July? And then we'll see if we need something that following week, if we have enough stuff for the agenda.
Actually, Chief, you know, so, and just an update, right? Barbara is traveling. She was not able to attend last meeting. She told me that she have lost her uncle, and that's why she's abroad, you know. So though she was in the department last week, but she was traveling because of her uncle, you know. So she's away.
Okay. Does anybody have any new business or anything else they need to add for tonight? All right, with that being said, I need a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Great. Great. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much. You know,
All right.
appreciate it.
Have a good night.
Night,
Good night.
See you
everybody.
later.
Good night.
Bye.
Thank you.